Jayco Eagle 23.5 RBS just came in on trade here at Haylet RV of Coldwater, Michigan. This is one owner, and we're certain of that because we're the ones that sold it. You know, this is a virtually new RV in impeccably good condition. The folks obviously took every measure they could to keep this thing in top shape and working order, and it shows. The 6,315 pounds, this comes in as one of the, what I would call, rare, truly half-ton towable fifth wheels out there. Obviously, tow capacities can vary on vehicles, so if you're not sure what your truck can handle, call us. We'll get you figured out, make sure you're safe. We have a huge truck and car background, and we're very good with tow capacities. That's why we still keep trucks on hand today, so if somebody falls in love with something they can't tow, we have an alternative option for them, you know, to make sure that they're safe. So we do package deals, parts, hitching, trades, financing, delivery. We'll deliver it for you, doesn't matter. So this is extremely well built, extremely good shape. You're basically getting a new RV at a used price tag. What's awesome is this is still new enough, it can qualify for exactly same as new RV financing. So if that's a route you're looking at, great. You're basically going to get the you know, the whole package, just without the scare of that first year depreciation. Enclosed, forced air heated, insulated underbelly. So this will be good for those like extended season situations. We've got plywood decked roof and floor with all aluminum structured laminated walls, including slide walls. You can walk on the slide roofing just like you can walk on the main roofing for maintenance purposes. Push button activated front leveling with push button rear stabilizers. Not a little fifth wheel, you just don't need anything more than that. You'll notice the slide side windows do open for ventilation, and even this rear wall here is ventilated. This has a best-in-class 3,500 pound rear towing hitch on it. That comes standard from the factory that way, with a 350 pound tongue weight. Even actually has 4-way flat wiring on the back. And I've always looked at this specific model and said, this is the outdoorsman's model. You know, hunting, fishing, if you're gonna put a little boat on the back of it or something, this is the trailer to do that sort of thing with. And I see little things the previous owners added. They added a big bubble level to the front pin box. They added the Max Air roof vent cover up here on top of the bathroom vent. That is obviously a fully walkable roof. The screen entry door has a nice little gate guard on it so that it doesn't get busted up. And this little thing rides on a luxury fifth wheel suspension, a Moride CRE 3000 suspension. A few other brands have caught on to this, but at the time this was built, there was nobody else in this size of coach building with a compression rubber equalizer like this, with 3 inches of independent travel. That is a very, very cool thing. We're going to match that off with a 30-inch wide entry door, and they put just about the biggest power awning on here they could. Not a big fifth wheel, not a big opportunity for a giant power awning, but totally sufficient and serviceable. Gets the job done. Now, it is kind of drizzling right now. It's a dreary, rainy, just not fun sort of day. It actually looks like I got a little raindrop on the lens here. Get that door shut. And bear with me just a moment while I clean the lens off, which, you know, you're probably supposed to use special materials for that. Probably, I don't know. Anyway, so I've got a couple spotlights here. Oh, wow, that was terrible. The rainy days are the worst in this business. They're really tough to work with, guys, so pardon me and bearing with me. There we go, that looks better. So, I've got a couple area spotlights on, and that's enough to kind of see around in the coach, but what I love is a little coach like this has a really good lighting package. And on a dreary, awful day like today, if you're stuck inside the RV for extended periods, you are going to truly love and appreciate the awesome LED light package that they have in here. Now, again, if you are planning on hunting camp, fishing camp, something like that, if you're going to spend an extended time in this thing off the beaten path, these are probably your best friend because, one, they're going to you know, brighten it up in here, obviously better than incandescents could ever hope to do so. They're going to do it at less draw on your 12-volt battery, and they don't generate the heat that incandescents generate, so they're better in summer use situations that way. Now, we do have a super slide over here, but it's broken up in an interesting, very space-efficient fashion. They put your appliances, your 2 biggest appliances, in the slide, your stove and your 8 cubic foot refrigerator freezer, so that is a big fridge for something this size. And then they put your big hide-a-bed over here. So if it is just a couple of you, say like grandpa and grandma, and occasionally a grandkid might show up and you just don't want a giant coach, that is your way out of feeling that grandparent guilt that the grandkids can't come along. You know, side note, guys, here in Michigan on a day like this, we just call this a terrible, cruddy, rainy, dreary day. But in Seattle, they just call it Thursday. So there's that. So we talked about the hide-a-bed. We'll get to the bathroom in a minute. All original factory components and electronics are still present. You see that the TV out there, and the TV swings out for easy viewing. The dinette, like the sofa, can fold down into an additional sleeper, and they give you easy access to the under dinette storage areas. Even little original factory throw pillows are included. And take a look at all the fabrics and upholsteries here. This is in top shape. The table is not scarred and stained up. The upholstery's in dynamite condition. They took care of this thing properly, the way it's supposed to be handled. A nice little thing too, all your overhead doors in this through the entire coach are metallic strutted so that they're self-supporting. These are all screwed together stiles. This wood are screwed into that wood, not stapled or glued. Skylight on a sunny day will actually help give us a lot of light in here. On a rainy day like this, however, it does kind of give you that illusion of being a little more open, and it does help it feel like you breathe a little more in here. Like I said, all original electronics, AM, FM, CD, DVD player down here. The TV swings out, super easy viewing. Again, very nice if you're going to just be sitting here taking in a movie or catching up on the news, or if you want to put a show on so that the grandkids can sit down and settle down while they, you know, drift off to sleep. Porcelain foot flush stool, and again, fixtures. I start looking at fixtures. Everything's extremely clean. If you're wondering what the pink Kool-Aid is, that's RV antifreeze, because at the time that this was traded in, it's getting chilly, and the previous owners already had it winterized so that it wouldn't have to worry about challenges and problems. Excellent storage in this rear bathroom with a shockingly deep medicine cabinet. They're usually not quite that aggressive, and that might not seem like a big ticket item, but you're going to get in and out of a medicine cabinet every single day when you go camping. That's something that, as a person who camps myself, I can tell you. Now, because the shower is on the lower deck of the fifth wheel, you're not going to have headroom problems in here. I'm just going to have headroom problems hitting my head on the shower head. Thankfully, it was not that hard. That is a replacement shower head. This one had, oh, look at that. It's got all kinds of, you can twist and turn it and get different patterns. That must feel good. Little massaging shower head. Looking forward, something that just kind of caught my eye. It looks like they did some wainscoting on these doors. Looks like they did some etching. That's actually the print on the wood, but had me fooled until I put my hand on that. In the past, they actually did have, you know, wainscoted cabinet doors in these. I wonder how long that's been there and I missed it. Things like that. I mean, they did a good job of it. Oh, holy cow, I can't believe it. This has a whisper quiet air. This was the first year anything in this category had whisper quiet AC. These metallic vents up here, those are your cold air return. So this air unit is only going to generate about 10% of the noise of a common central AC. So that, in conjunction with the climate shield package that we have on here, this thing's going to be an extremely good summer camper in pretty much any climate. Because you've got a big air conditioner with good ducting systems in a very small cubic foot of space. It's going to do the job well. You know what else they did well in here is the kitchen. When I see a little camper, usually the first thing that gets robbed is the kitchen. You see that sink covers are still down there for your sink. You've got great countertop and prep space here, and that is a real backsplash. That's not just like a wallpaper. You can kind of feel the difference there. And they even included nice drawer space here in the kitchen area. And you notice that these are all plywood constructed drawers, so they're going to continue to hold up well over time. Another thing they did is some brands will give you the illusion of a big tall cabinet, but if you open it up, you'll see Jayco put a shelf in there. Not everybody does. Those are little detail things you got to look for. This is a very fine, detailed product. And holy macaroni mattress, Batman! They were serious about their sleeping, which is good because you figure you spend 33.3 repeating, of course, time spent sleeping. It's good to have a good experience so that you have a better camping experience. Now, I kind of scooted this over so you can see you do have a plywood deck bed, and this is still easy lift, despite the fact that they put this way bigger, heavier mattress in here. I bet this was a bear to get in here. I bet this was not fun. Despite the fact that they put a much bigger mattress in here than was standard, the strut system they're using on this Jayco is still more than capable of handling that. And that's the textbook example of Jayco. They overbuild everything because they're not just trying to make you enjoy it for the first 2 years that you have it while it's under warranty. This thing is built for way longer after that. Now, little detail stuff I'm spotting here. We've got a nice overhead shelf, perfect for like your little phones and things. You've got the dual side stands for, you know, phone chargers or CPAP machines or anything you want. Up here you can throw a TV against the wall, though I don't see where any ever has, so there's no scars on the wall or anything. And of course, sliding pocket privacy door here. So, I don't like to give used RVs a 10, but I'm inclined to do that. We're going to give this a 9.9 at least. You couldn't ask for a better, cleaner, nicely kept RV. And you get it at a used price tag. That's awesome. So give us a call, 800-256-5196. Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. Take care, stay safe, have fun, happy camping, everyone.